Well, hi, everybody. This is Rick Banez, and I'm coming to you for the February 2024 Fredericksburg real estate statistics. And this is on March the 18th. So let's get into the numbers. I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised on some changes that are in the wind. All right, so let's start out with some trivia. All right, you smart trivia people. In which city would you find the world's most expensive residential property market? As of the latest data available, is it A, Singapore, B, Hong Kong, C, London, or D, New York? New York City. All right, so hold your guesses, and well, you can put it in the chat section, and then I'm going to give the answer at the end of the presentation. So see how many people of you guys were right. All right, let's get into it. Here are the numbers for February. New listings were up considerably. We had a very positive momentum in direction for terms of new listings. We had 520 units. Now, this is up 11% from January. So I would say that there's a little bit of a jump of a spring season going on here. If you compare it to last year, February 2023, we were up 32%. The 5-year average is 593, so we're still below average, but it's definitely a positive move in terms of the number of new listings. In terms of new pendings, 468, we're still below the 5-year average, but it's still up significantly from last month, 22%, and from the previous February of 8%. In terms of the number of closed sales, we closed 335. Now that's down compared to last year of February 23 by 6%, but it was up last month of 3.4%. Again, we're still significantly down below the 5-year February average, but it's a positive direction in terms of the number of new listings. All right, let's look at the median sold price. That came in at $435,000. That's up 0.7% from last month and 3.6% from February of 2023. The 5-year February average is 386,000. So we're probably up about 50,000 or so. You'll see that purple bar that indicates where the median sold price kind of sways and is going to and fro. You can kind of see it's been going down for the last, say, 9 months, 10 months. But if you compare it to February on February numbers, you can see how much lower it is compared to February 2023 and February of 2022. So there's definitely started to be a slight trend upward in median sold price, but it's not a long-term trend. It's just three last months have been steadily increasing. Looking at the active new listings, we have 661 actives. That compares to a 5-year February average of 651. The average days on market have creeped up just a little bit. We're now at 36. January it was 39, and February of last year it was 40. The average sold to original list ratio price is 98.5%. That is about 1.5% off the original list price. So that's it's in and around where it's been. January it dipped down to 96.7, and February of 2023 it was at 97.9. So coming in at 98.5, it still says that sellers are getting their price, or at least to their original list price. All right, let's look at the details. In terms of the details, you can see the aggregate numbers. The sold total dollar volume was only down 1%. The average sold price is up 5%. Now, we just went through the median sold price, but the average sold price says 5%. The units sold were down 6%, and the average days on market came in at 36, which is down 10%. In terms of the original list price for solds, they're coming in at 5.46%. And look at the attached average sold prices. Attached is townhomes. So the attached average sold price is 10% increase from 377 to last year at 341, whereas detached came in an increase of 5%, where the average detached is selling for 482,000 versus 457,000 in 2023. You can also see the number of units sold. The detached 282 units were sold, whereas the townhomes 53 units were sold for the month of February. In terms of inventory, we have a number of new listings. This is our biggest increase by far compared to last year. We had 520 new listings in compared to 393 for last year. That's a 32% increase. And then all pendings, it's remained flat, and new pendings increased 8%, 468 units versus 433. In terms of the number types of financing, number one is still conventional at 126 units were financed conventionally, followed by VA loans coming in at 88%. We had an awesome, and I commend whoever got these, 2 of them were owner financing. And then coming in at third place was FHA. This is your 3.5% government loans coming in with 65 units, and the cash buyers came in at 45, and we had 1 assumption. So awesome, awesome. In terms of the days on market, I like to highlight the outlier. There was a property that was on the market for more than a year and less than 2 years, and 1 of them sold. So congratulations to that happy seller, I'm sure. And I'm hoping it's a happy buyer too, since they probably got a good deal on their money. But you'll see that, the top 2 to 3 weeks, you'll see most of the showings most of the contracts are taking place within those first 20 days. 12 days didn't even just hit the MLS, and we're already under contract. In the first 10 days, 113, and in the next 11 to 20 days, 41 units were under contract. In terms of the breakout of sold detail, I like to look at this based on 3 bedrooms, detached versus 4 bedrooms detached. So if you're looking at townhomes, if you're looking at single family homes, this is kind of a nice little chart to see where you want to be in relation to others, right? So if you are comparing 3 bedrooms residential detached, the sweet spot is going to be in that $300,000 to $399,000 price band. And then if you go to the 4 bedrooms, their sweet spot is going to be the $500,000 to $599,000, $500,000 to $599,000. That's going to be the sweet spot there. You can also see what the average sold price was for a 4-bedroom detached, coming in at $560,000, and then a little bit lower, almost $100,000 lower for a 3-bedroom detached. So anyways, the numbers are still very positive. Inventory is increasing just a touch. It's still below average, but it's definitely why it's keeping sales prices pretty high. It's still a seller's market. All right, trivia question. In which city would you find the world's most expensive residential property? All right, is it A, Singapore, B, Hong Kong, C, London, and D, New York City? And the answer is, drum roll please, Hong Kong. Hong Kong, China is the most expensive. And they account for this for 5 reasons why it's expensive. It's limited land supply. So as you may or may not know, Hong Kong is an island. And it's almost like New York City. It's an island, and it's very densely populated. And that with that limited space, it drives up property prices, and it drives up demand. Hong Kong is experiencing amazing economic prosperity. It's considered a global hub. And there's number 3, there's very strong foreign investment. It's attractive to foreign investors who view real estate as a safe investment option. The government, and then 4th is the government policies have been implemented to kind of manage property prices and address the housing affordability issues. However, their measures have been limited success. That's, again, supply demand, right? And that's why it's causing like this rise in real estate prices. And then last but not least, desirability and quality of life. And so you've got great healthcare, education, cultural amenities. I'm going to put Hong Kong on my list of places to visit. I'd love to see that city. I've been to the others, New York City, London, Singapore, but it would be really cool to visit Hong Kong. So anyway, those who guessed Hong Kong, you're a winner in my book. I want you on my trivia game challenge. That's it for that subject. Let's go on to the final chart. So the next in-person meeting that we're going to have is the fourth Thursday of the month. It's at Wegmans on March 28th at 6 to 8. Please and join us and just look for some networking opportunities. And the next opportunity to meet online and have some education is going to be on the second Thursday of the month, and that's April 11th at 5 p.m. And we've done a little bit of a change in time. So hopefully we can get the people who are still at work who might be able to join us, might be able to partake in the education online. So if not, we will definitely send out the YouTube video. And anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed the February numbers. And if you have any questions for Anna or myself, please reach out. And happy real estate investing. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.